Hey, make sure you're hitting that light button when y'all come through. Make sure you're hitting that light button when you come through. Make sure you're hitting that light button when you come through. Hey, and down in H-Town, we ain't scared no jackers. We ain't scared no jackers, man. We ain't scared no jackers, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all boys, baby. What? The boys back in there. The boys back in there. The boys is back in there. Y'all see how the boys play today? Man, wait, what y'all gonna do? Tell nothing else matters. Because it didn't matter. All that mattered what happened on that field. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? 45 points? 45 points. Most points ever in the playoff game by the Houston Texans. Come on, man. What? Number one defense? Number one defense, though, right? That's number one defense. I told you, they were number one defense on the road, at home. But they wasn't nothing on the road. They're like 25th on the road. They wasn't ready. They was not ready, bro. They not ready. They not ready. They is not ready. H-Town to go down. H-Town to go down. What? Oh, man. 45 points. 45 points. I told y'all Flacco was going to turn that football over, didn't I? I told y'all that Flacco was going to turn that football over, man. Hey, I said that Flacco going to turn that football over. I said that carrot's going to turn to a pumpkin. That carrot's going to turn to a pumpkin. And you see what happened. You see what it did. You see what happened when you come down to Houston, baby. You see what happened to come down. 2 pick sixes. 2 of them. Steven Nelson. Oh, man. Hey, bro. Hey, they wasn't ready. No, it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. Nobody was ready. Hey, we here. We here for real. We here for real, man. Hey, we is here for real and we ain't playing. We here for real. It should have been, man, I was ready for it to be a 50 burger. I was ready for a 50 piece. I had some wings anyway. That's why I ate some wings. That's why I went and got some Wingstop. Shout out to Wingstop, man. Hey, I was ready to pull back up the Wingstop. Like, hey, man, let me get that Houston Texans. Like, what's that, man? A 50 piece? Let me get that Houston Texans, that 50 piece. Hey, man, let me get that 50 piece lemon pepper, man. Hey, them boys was not ready. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. We came to win, can't take a loss. Ain't nothing about that ain't soft. Ain't nothing about it soft, baby. Ain't nothing about it soft. What? Man. Oh, man, dog. Hey, man. Hey, that boy CJ, 16 to 21, 76, 16 to 21, 76.2 complete percentage. 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 157.2, QB rating of 157.2. That boy Nico was targeted 7 times, had 6 catches, 96 yards and a touchdown. The only one completion was the one that CJ overthrew goal right before halftime. And the thing is, all this was done mostly in the first half. This damage was mostly done in the first half because CJ had 3 touchdowns, 236 yards in the first half. Nico had 86 yards in his touchdown in the first half. Brevin Jordan had the 76 yard touchdown in the first half. Dalton Schultz had one catch for 37 yards, all in the first half. All that happened in the very first half of the game. All that happened in the first half of the game. No, all happened in the first half. Singletary had 66 yards and a touchdown, averaging 5.1 yards per carry. Hey, and he would have had a touchdown earlier, but it got called back. And what's it called? Shaq Mason had the hold, and my boy was getting jiggy with it. My boy Steven Nelson, my boy Singletary was getting jiggy with it. And hey, Steven Nelson might have got beat bad on that first play to Njoku, which Njoku had 64 yards and 45 of them was on that first play and didn't do anything after that. So really, after that first play, after that one initial drive that they had, when it looked like that Steven Nelson was getting cooked, man, hey, Steven Nelson came back, had 2 pass deflections, had 3 pass deflections. I'm sorry, had 3 pass deflections, had a pick six, and played extremely well. Christian Harris had a sack and a pick six. Will Anderson another sack. Darius Stingley had a great pass breakup in there. Defensive player of the month had a great pass breakup in there. Again, probably the number 1 defense. And C.J. Stroud shredded them really in the first half. C.J. didn't have to do nothing in the second half. C.J. had to play 4 quarters, like in a playoff game, in a playoff win. In a playoff win, C.J. Stroud didn't have to play in the fourth quarter because our defense turned up. Hey, man, shout out that boy Jeffrey Huff for the Super Chat love, man. Hey, where them MF haters at? I feel you. Hey, man. Hey, let a naysayer know. Hey, shout out to Jeffrey Huff for the Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that, man. Hey, let a naysayer know. Man, hey, I see more people jump here. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, we in this thing. We going on to the divisional round, baby. Hey, we back to where we've always been. We back to where we always been. The Texans have never been. The Texans have gotten to divisional rounds, and now DeMeco Ryans and his first. We talking about a rookie head coach. His first year as a coach, he got a playoff win. Hey, CJ got a playoff win. His first time in the playoffs, got a playoff win. Hey, y'all already know. Y'all know his playoff record better than Deshaun Watson's already, huh? Y'all know that, right? Because Deshaun already got 2 losses. Deshaun is 1-2 in the playoffs. At the stand right now, CJ is 1-0. So no matter what happens, CJ is going to end off this season with a better playoff record than Deshaun Watson. In his rookie year, this boy got to the divisional round. What? And you see how the boys is playing? You see how the boys is playing? Them boys came ready to play. They was not playing. They was playing, but they wasn't playing, no. They was playing, but they wasn't playing, no. Them boys came to play. Them boys absolutely came to play. Look, them boys absolutely came to play, boy. They let y'all know we in the city. It's H-Town. It go down. Y'all can't do nothing because y'all already know what we about to do. We about to clown in H-Town. We about to clown. The same way NRG was rocking. And I wasn't even there. I could tell by the TV. NRG was rocking. They was in that thing rocking. NRG had that thing, man. They was in that thing rocking from start to finish. Them boys was ready and came to play. Them boys came to play. And them boys absolutely shut Amari Cooper down. Absolutely shut Amari Cooper down. Only time Amari Cooper was able to make plays and had a catch was when Stingley wasn't guarding him. They did exactly what I said. You put Stingley on Amari Cooper because that 200-yard game. That 200-yard game because people kept on saying, "Oh, I understand. I understand that C.J. Stroud wasn't in the game." That was a big difference. C.J. Stroud wasn't in the game. I understand that he didn't play, and that's a big difference. But still, CJ doesn't play defense. Joe Flacco still lit them up. When he played them, Joe Flacco still threw for over 300 yards. Amari Cooper almost had 300 yards by himself. He had 2 touchdowns. This is the number 1 defense in the league. CJ Stroud is the number 2 quarterback against zone coverage, but in man-to-man coverage, he's the 28th best quarterback. And then this team plays the 4th most man coverage in the NFL. So I see there's no way that a rookie quarterback can come into this situation and win a football game. I don't see it. I don't see a rookie quarterback coming into this situation and win a football game against the number 1 defense that plays mostly man, and this quarterback struggles against man coverage. And I understand he wasn't in the last game, but Joe Flacco and this offense still did this to the Texan defense. Y'all forgot to tell people that Willie Anderson ain't play. Well, let's say a second game. Okay, cool. Y'all also forgot to say that Jonathan Gennard left after like the 3rd play of the game. Didn't get sacked, but got a couple pressures today. You also didn't mention the fact that Joe Flacco threw 2 interceptions in that game. Threw 2 today. And the Texans, because offensively, wasn't able to make him pay. This time the Texans offense did need to make him pay, because Steven Nelson and Chris Harris both was able to put the ball in the end zone themselves and get defensive touchdowns. That's what y'all ain't mentioned. Y'all didn't mention. And again, against man coverage that the CJ struggles against, 16-21, 76.2 completion percentage, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a QB rating of 157.2. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that. Hey, and Myles Garrett was an absolute no-show. See, today's game is the reason why Larry Tunsil is considered one of the best left tackles in the league. We give Larry Tunsil a whole bunch of gripe, mostly because sometimes he acts a little bit soft, and I'm not talking about from the way he plays. I'm talking about, oh, my pinky hurt. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready. Oh, all this type, this, that, and the third. He acts a little bit soft about that, and we definitely give him grief about that. Also, we definitely also give him grief about all the false starts that he has. We also give him a lot of grief about that. But when it comes to blocking, especially pass blocking, dude is money. He's one of the best, if not the best, left tackle in the NFL. He is. And you've seen it today. Today is the reason why you pay Larry Tunsil that money. So all the people who were talking about before, see, you know what? I don't understand why we need to have the best offensive line. I don't understand why we got to pay these dudes. I don't get it. I mean, I like Larry Tunsil, but what we should do, we should trade Larry Tunsil and we should be able to get draft picks. No! You have a franchise quarterback. You need to protect your franchise quarterback against Myles Garrett, who everybody was saying all year long was defensive player of the year. People say that Myles Garrett should be in the MVP conversation for halfway through the season. And got shut down. I think he only had one. He got no sacks, no pressures. I think he got one hurry, and that was on that shuffle pass that we called in the end zone. Which now. Nico had a big play to get you right into the red zone. And then Bobby Slowick tried to be too cute. Bobby Slowick tried his best to become a head coach in one drive. He tried to become, because that little shuffle pass and the next play was a run with C.J. Stroud. I didn't get that. I didn't understand that. I didn't like that. I thought that was bad play calling. And I was immediately ready to say, hey, man, Tennessee can have this dude. I was getting ready to say, hey, man, the Tennessee Titans can have this dude. I was getting ready to say that. I was getting ready to say, hey, man, Tennessee can have this dude. I was on the verge. But, hey, he fixed it back up because, again, like my boy Ray Ray, shout out to my boy Ray Ray. Hey, Ray was saying it all game. Hey, this is the playoffs. Points come at a premium. Hey, you can't be leaving points on the board. You can't be leaving points on the board. Hey, and I agree with him on that. You can't be leaving points on the board. Hey, man, shout out to my boy Chris for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. Where it go? No. Like I said, there you go. Put it back up. Then shout out to my boy Chris for the super chat love. Yo, Spence and Texas Nation, I'm so sick. Right, I'm so sick right now. What the mess is going on? I want them to lose. This game was. I want this game for them to lose. I guess now it changes to go for the Super Bowl time right now. Go Texans. Hey man, shout out to boy Chris for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Hey man, you got to change. You got to change it. Hey, shout out to boy Matt Mellowhead for the super chat love, bro. Hey, definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna read that back up. First channel I came after the win. Great win today. Go Texans. All right, man. Hey, shout out to Matt Mellowhead for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Matt and shout out to Chris for the super chat love. Hey, yeah, I'm glad it's the first channel you came to. I'm very glad. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat love. Hey, it's about that time, baby. Hey, Chris, I know you're a Colts fan, Chris, but hey, man, you gotta rock with the Texans, man. You gotta rock for. You know, it's like college football. You know, in college football, you know, you kind of go for your conference. You know what I'm saying? You go for your conference. Like if you're a Big 12 guy or a Big 10 guy or a Pac-12 guy, or SEC guy in the bowl games, you want your conference to win. So, hey, the Texans are representing the AFC and they're representing the AFC South. Hey, bro, you need to go ahead and root for the Texans for the one time. It ain't too late. It's not too late, bro. Hey, Chris, it's not too late to get up on the train and and rep for the city. You know what I'm saying? Rep for the Texans. Hey man, I ran the people all day today when I was getting my stuff ready to go to the game, going to all the different stores and getting all what I need to get before the game started. Ran a whole bunch of people like, hey man, what's your score prediction? Hey, I'll be ready for the live stream after the game, man. Shout out to all y'all who came up and hollered at me when I was running around through the city. Hey man, appreciate the love, appreciate all the support. Hey. We in this thing, man. Hey, we in this thing. Like I said, they haven't seen a quarterback like C.J. Stroud. They haven't seen. Hey, I gotta give it to Nico. Hey, the way Nico was balling. I mean, I know he only ended up with 96 yards. Those 96 yards was the most important 96 yards and touchdowns of his life. It definitely was. And that touchdown, I knew he scored. But before he scored, I knew he scored. Like when he threw that little swing pass, as soon as he caught it, I said, that's a touchdown. Because he doesn't go down on first contact. He catches the football, he's not going down on first contact. And I knew right there, hey, it's a big line. He about to run over 2, 3, 4 dudes, and he about to get to the end zone. That pass to the Dalton Schultz, the touchdown to Dalton Schultz. Oh man, that was a nice pass. And then, hey, Brevin Jordan Brevin Jordan schooled and booted on that 76-yard touchdown. Man, hold up. Man, how that boy schooled and booted on this? Man, hey, bro. Hey, big bro. Hey, big bro. Hey, big bro. How he was schooling and booting on that thing? Hey, I was like, man, I said, I know Brevin Jordan didn't just do that. I know Brevin Jordan ain't just do that. Like, I know Brevin Jordan ain't just do that. Hey, and I know more people ain't jump up in here and the lights ain't going up. So make sure you hit that like button. Now, come on. Hey, come on, big brother. Come on. Hey, man, it is time to celebrate. And now, hey, we should be rooting for the Miami Dolphins and we should be rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because if that happens, that means we get to host another game at NRG Stadium. And y'all see, it's negative, whatever it is in Kansas City. Y'all don't want to go to Kansas City. Buffalo got postponed. What was that? Buffalo got postponed games. You don't want to go Buffalo. You don't want to go Buffalo. Oh, you don't want to go Buffalo. Buffalo got postponed games. You don't want to go Buffalo. You don't want to do that. That's not where you want to go. You don't want to go Buffalo. You don't want to go to Kansas City. You want to stay in NRG. It's supposed to be cold out here in Houston. It's supposed to be a Arctic whatever in Houston. So at least let me do it inside the doors. Let me do it inside the stadium where there's heat and things of that nature. So hey, we definitely want more games in NRG. So we need to be going for the Miami Dolphins and we need to be going for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we ain't gotta travel to Buffalo. So we ain't gotta travel to Baltimore. So we ain't gotta travel to Kansas City. We don't want to travel to none of those places. We want to stay right here in the city of Houston. We want to stay right here in the city of Houston. So 70,000 strong can get it loud and crunk like they did today. Because you could tell all on the TV that 70,000 was in that thing deep today, and they was in there rocking. They was in there rocking. They was in there rocking. Hey, like I said, the defense had you scared for a little bit because Cleveland looked like they was moving a little bit in the beginning. It looked like they was moving a little, like the run defense. And again, we shut them down. Nothing in the second half. Nothing in the second half. Like I said, my score prediction was what, 24-13. I actually did them a favor. I did them a favor. I did them a favor. Man, I know everybody was at the game. If you was at the game, hey, comment, let me know that you was at the game. I know if you was at the game, I know. Hey, that thing was probably the livest performance, the livest experience that you've ever had. Ever. That's the livest experience, performance that you've ever had. I know it is. I absolutely know it is. Not, hey, man, I absolutely know it is. But like I was saying about Bobby Slowick though. Like Bobby Slowick had me scared in that when we got to the red zone because you were leaving, to me in my personal opinion, you were leaving points on the board. That's what you was doing. You was leaving points on the board by putting yourself in that situation. Like I don't understand the shuffle past the back. Don't understand why you was doing the shuffle past the back like that. I feel like you're being too cute. And then you tried to do a design quarterback run, zone run with CJ Stroud. Outside zone run with CJ Stroud. This is not Lamar Jackson. It's not Justin Fields. It's not Josh Allen. It's not it's not Jalen Hurts. It's not even Deshaun Watson. Like if it was Deshaun, I could understand that. Like CJ, even though CJ can move, even though CJ can run, he showed you last week that he could run. That's not the strength of his game. The strength of his game is being a pocket passer. You're not doing that with Brady. You're not doing that with Breeze. You're not doing that with Manning. You're not doing that with Joe Burrow. You're not doing that with Patrick Mahomes. You're not doing that with those guys. You're not gonna do that with those guys. So don't do it with the CJ. Like I felt like I felt like you were trying to be a little bit too cute. I feel like you were trying to be a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? A little bit too cute, a little bit too whatever. Like I said, I think he felt like he's trying to be the boy genius, boy wonder, boy genius. And hey, I'll be the boy wonder, boy genius, and I'm gonna get the team into the end zone by doing something very splashy and spectacular, run a whole bunch of points on the board. Now my intrigue and people looking at me being a head coach is very more vital. Hey man, hey, shout out to Lawrence for Super Chat, love and sticker. Best Texan breakdown on YouTube. Offensive Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year. Already, hey man, shout out to Lawrence for the Super Chat, love. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, I agree. Even though the sad part about it is, like I said last night, the votes have already been put in. The votes already been put in. But without question, Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year. Like I say, CJ is MVP of the year. Honestly, Honestly, again, they don't want to give to CJ no way because he's a rookie, because that's always their drawback. It was never about what he done on the field. It was never about what he done on the field. It was never about what he done on the field. And I know they try to say talk about record, and then like, okay, what about if he wins the division? The only thing that they really constantly, consistently bring up is what? Only thing they constantly and consistently really, only thing they actually bring up is that he's a rookie. That was the only thing they want to bring up was he a rookie. And then he missed the 2 games, they want to throw him out of the rookie of the year conversation. Like I tell you here, better win rookie of the year. For the NFL's sake, he better win rookie of the year. Because if he does not, he's going to unleash a vengeance on the NFL like you've never seen before. Like what Giannis say, I'm coming to the league and I'm taking everything. I'm coming into the league and I'm taking everything. If that boy do not get rookie of the year, let me warn you right now, NFL, if CJ Stroud does not win rookie of the year, you're doing it to yourself. You're punishing yourself because he's going to release a vengeance on the NFL like you've never seen before. He is. He strictly is. He's going to release a vengeance on the NFL like you've never seen before. It's going to be scary. It's going to be real scary. And I think Roger Goodell's at the game. I think Roger Goodell like, hey, let me go check these votes real quick. Who y'all got rookie of the year? Who y'all got coach of the year? Yeah, man. Hey, y'all better make sure that it's CJ Stroud. Y'all better make sure it's D'Amico Ryans. I seen that in person. Hey, it's CJ Stroud. And it's D'Amico Ryans. Hey, I like these Saturday games. Hey man, I like these old Saturday. These Saturday games is definitely live. Like I love these Saturday. Hey, these Saturday games is live, baby. We got to do this thing. Hey, these Saturday games, they not playing. They not playing. Hey, these Saturday games is not playing at all. These Saturday games is not playing at all, man. Hey, man, this is so man. Them boys went home 4-5. I knew the Texans gonna win. I felt the Texans gonna win. I didn't expect CJ to have that beautiful of a game. Like you talking about 76%, 3 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 157.2. Damn near perfect quarterback rating. Again, would have had a 4th touchdown if he doesn't overthrow Nico, because he did overthrow Nico. I know some people want to say Nico slowed up. CJ overthrew Nico. I'm gonna call a spade. I mean, if you look like a duck and walk like a duck, it's a damn duck. CJ overthrew him. Like CJ put too much on it. CJ overthrew him. CJ overthrew him. And again, that's something that they're gonna get rectified. That's something that they're gonna get corrected. But he did overthrow him. And then Mechie. Oh man. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to go. I was getting ready to crush Mechie because I really thought Mechie about to drop that football. Like how he bobbled it. Boy, I really thought Mechie about to drop that football. I really did. I thought Mechie was about to drop the football. I really did. I really did. I thought Mechie was about to drop the football. I was good, but he kind of bobbled it. But then I'm like, okay, Mechie. Okay, respect. Like I said, hey, I apologize to Nico Collins next week. My apologies don't do you justice, sir. Hey, Nico Collins is doing everything he can to make sure himself is considered a number 1 receiver. I still don't think so because I still think that when Tank comes back, Tank is still the number 1 receiver. I still feel like Tank is still considered the number 1 receiver. But, hey, that boy Nico is showing you why he's a Houston Texan. And again, if I'm the Houston Texans, and Nick Casario, I know this is putting the car in front of the horse. I'm making sure that Nico doesn't become a free agent. I'm paying Nico this year. I'm giving Nico some type of contract, extension, small type of contract extension, and you see what you do after that. And man, shout out to boy Chris for the super chat. I did it again. So shout out to boy Chris once again for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. I think when the Browns didn't get the obvious first pass interference, that's when the game shifted because it was back to back for that. Shout out Chris for super chat love. I don't know what pass interference that you were talking about, sir. I don't know pass interference you're talking about, sir. No, I know what you're talking about. The one with Steven Nelson. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm gonna be real. Steven Nelson got there early. It should have been a pass interference. Steven Nelson definitely got there early. It should have been a pass interference. I'm glad they didn't call it. This is the same referee crew that called the game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, where they're the same referee crew that has the most pass interference calls of the season. But it's the same head officiating crew, like the head official and a couple of his guys. But it wasn't the full officiating crew because in the playoffs they mix them up, and then when the playoffs insert, they don't allow all the officials. They don't allow you to go. They don't allow the entire officiating crew that you have. They mix and match the officiating crew. And then when you get to the Super Bowl, you have the best what's considered the best officials that season, from the line judge, from the umpire, from the head official. Like who's ever considered the best referee that year of that position for that referee. Those are the referees to call in the Super Bowl. I think those are also the same ones. Like it's the two best officiating crews to do the championship games too. It's the two best officiating crews to do the championship game, and it's the best of all. It's the best of all the best in the Super Bowl. To try to get, it's again they don't want games to be decided by referees, especially those type of magnitudes and those type of things. But yeah, I agree that I mean, if you want to sit back, if you want to be for real, like yeah, it was pass interference. Glad they didn't call it, obviously, but it was pass interference. But no, but Joe Flacco was just Joe Flacco. Like Joe Flacco was again, like I said, that carry is gonna turn to a pumpkin. Like this guy got off the couch. This guy has thrown multiple interceptions in all 5 games played. In 5 games, he's thrown 8 interceptions. 5 games, thrown 8 interceptions. Now you had a playoff game. You got 6 games now. And in those 6 games, you've thrown 10 interceptions. He threw I kept on saying he threw 2 interceptions against the Texans. Like y'all keep talking about how bad this Texan defense, well, how good he looked, how good Amari Cooper looked, and I give you that. I give you Amari Cooper looked good. It wasn't just the 75-yard touchdown, because if you take away a 75-yard touchdown, he still had 20 yards, and he didn't play the fourth quarter because they was beating us. So he got taken down. If he didn't got taken down in the fourth quarter, because he would have, I believe that Amari Cooper would have had 300 yards in that game on Christmas Eve if he would have played the full game. So you look at that, and I give you what Amari Cooper did the last time that we played. And again, I said part of the reason why he looked like that was because CJ Stroud wasn't there. And I know y'all like, well, CJ Stroud doesn't play defense, because when Flacco turned the football over, the offense wasn't able to capitalize. Also, the offense wasn't able to put points on the board and put pressure on Joe Flacco. Because in the first half, Joe Flacco was 15 to 19 for 172 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. And a quarterback had a completion percentage of 78.9. But also in that span, they were down 24-14. They were down by 10 going into halftime. They were down by 10 going into halftime. They were. They were down by 10 going into halftime. Because again, when you put them up against a quarterback who can throw the football up in there and put points on the board and put pressure on them, again, they had 14 points at halftime. How many points they ended up the game with? They ended up the game with 14 points. We had 24 points at halftime. We ended up the game with 45 points. We scored 21 more points in the second half. They scored 0. Hey, shout out to Chris once again for the super chat love. Missed calls do change the outlook of the game. It changes morality of the team. Man, shout out to Chris for super chat love. Chris, where was you last week though, bro? I know you were a Colts fan. I was looking for you. I really thought that you would have been in the stream last week. I'm surprised you weren't in there last week. But shout out to boy Chris once again for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Again, I agree that certain calls do change games, but I mean, at that again, they were down by 10 going in the half, and then we come in the first half and we don't score. We give them the football back, so they get the football back 24-14. And if they get any type of points, they get a touchdown, they get a field goal, they're able to score and put any type of points on the board. Now we talking about a different type of game. But what happens? On their first drive of the second half, they throw a pick six. They throw a pick six on their first drive of the second half. Like they get the we get the football coming out halftime. It wasn't 3 now. I think we moved the ball, but we end up punting, and then we get the football back to him. They start driving. He throws a bad pass to Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson throws a pick six, gets a touchdown. They get the football back again. What happens when they get the football back again? He throws another pick six to Christian Harris. He throws back-to-back pick sixes. Again, C.J. Stroud only played 2 drives in the third quarter. 2 drives, and he played 2 drives, and he played 2 drives in the second quarter, in the third quarter. 2 to open the drive, and then after we get the touchdown, after we stopped them after the second pick six. So you had a chance and an opportunity. You did. You had a chance. You had an opportunity. And shout out to Chris once again for Super Chat Love. When the Texans win games, it gets me sick to show up. Shout out, and then go back. Sick. It makes you sick. It makes you sick to show up. Man, shout out to Chris for Super Chat Love. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised you showed up there. He's gonna make you sick. I mean, this right here. I mean, I guess last week against the Colts would be even more sickening because, especially how y'all lost the game, that y'all could have been. This could have been y'all hosting the playoff game. So I guess that right there in itself makes it more sickening. But then to see a team in your division go out there and win in convincing fashion, in complete convincing fashion, I understand that. I definitely get that, understand that. But hey, man, like I was saying, the Colts, the Browns had a chance and opportunity. Like they got the ball back in the second half, down by 10 with the football. If they get anything on the board, a field goal or a touchdown, this is a completely different game. They get a field goal, that was 24-17. They get a touchdown, it's 24-21. Like, it is a complete game, and we're seeing C.J. Stroud play in the fourth quarter. Like, we would see C.J. Stroud play in the fourth quarter because it would be a close game. But no, what they did, Joe Flacco gets the football, he drives a little bit, throws a pick six. Then they get the football back again, drive a little bit, throws another pick six, gets the football back again, drives a little bit, gets stopped on fourth down. Houston Texans get the football and they score. Houston Texans get the football back, they score a touchdown, and they end the game. Singletary gets a touchdown, 45-14. The game is over, and you're taking C.J. Stroud out of a playoff game. C.J. Stroud didn't have to play in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. They talk about how he's gonna play in the big game. He's a rookie in rookie moments, in this, in that, in third, and the moment be too big. Don't know how to handle it. Again, I understand college and football is different. College and NFL is different. But they always talk about with Deshaun. They always brought up, I knew what he was going to do because I seen what he did against Alabama twice. I seen what he did against Alabama twice. I was sick of hearing that. Like, he did one playoff game. I know what he did because we did against Alabama twice. I was tired of hearing that. And then with C.J. Stroud, we don't talk about when C.J. Stroud did throw over 500 yards, 6 touchdowns against Utah. A Utah team that Caleb Williams cannot defeat. Caleb Williams was 0-4, 0-3, 0-4 against Utah. And C.J. Stroud goes in without Chris Olave, without Garrett Wilson, which was his 2 best receivers, and go out there and shred them. 6 touchdowns, 500 yards. Then the following year, in a college football game, college football playoff game, the division finals or semifinals, college semifinals against Georgia, two-time champions, best defense in college football. He goes in there, Three touchdowns, over 300 yards, I think like 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception. Loses his best receivers, and Marvin Harrison Jr. still balls and gets his team into the field goal range to kick the game with the field goal. But his kicker misses the field goal, and that's the only reason why he doesn't go on to win a national championship. And I've been saying this since before we drafted him. I think that's going to pay off huge dividends into the league, because normally guys who win national championships and Heisman trophies don't win Super Bowls in the NFL. So I'm glad that he did win a national championship, because that bodes well for him as a Houston Texan to win Super Bowls. And I know he'd rather have Super Bowls than national champions. As Cam Newton. Cam Newton has 2 national championships. Actually, Cam Newton has 3. Cam Newton has a national championship as a backup in Florida. He has a national championship in the JUCO with Blaine College. Shout out to my boys out there in Blaine Buccaneers. And also has a national championship with Auburn, and has a Heisman Trophy win. And he has a Heisman Trophy. And a league MVP. And rookie year. I'm pretty sure he'd rather have a Super Bowl. Pretty sure he'd rather have a Super Bowl championship. And shout out to boy Chris once again for Super Chat love. Dr. Mercy, I don't think you know how morale works. It's if it's high, the team plays at a high performance. If it's low, the team begins to give up. Shout out to Chris for Super Chat love. I definitely know how morale works. I've definitely been in that type of situation. I've been in the type of situation where the chips were down, and we were able to come back because of a confidence, because of a big play. Most there's always a pick six. That's normally what changes the tide of the game. And I've been on the opposite end of that. The game before state, my junior year, we were beating a team, called a pick six. It should have been a pick six. Ran all the way back. Fumbled on the DB gets hit. Fumbles on the 1 yard line. It was a safety. The safety got hit. Fumble on the 1 yard line. They get the football back. We lose 13-10. We lost 13-10. And we scored a touchdown the first play of the game. We scored a touchdown. We lost 13-10. And we had a pick six to the 1 yard line. We got an interception to the 1 yard line. Should have been a pick six. Got hit. Lost the ball. Fumbled. They got the ball back. Was able. Again, I understand how morale works. I understand it. I completely get it. Understand exactly how morale works. Understand it beautifully. They had opportunity, and a pass interference non-call in the first half does not change does not make this does not change the outlook of this game. A pass interference call in the first half does not change the outlook and the morale of this game, because in the second half they had the football down by 10. They scored anything on their drive. Now, again, I think their morale got down with that pick six. I'll give you that. I think once Nelson caught Nelson had that first pick six, I believe that the game was over. Nelson caught that first pick six, I believe the game was over then. The Cleveland like, damn. And then show when Christian Harris caught the next one. When Christian Harris caught the next one, hey. When Christian Harris caught that next one, shout out to Black Virginia, Harris County. Black Virginia. Don't y'all forget, Black Virginia is over 9,000. Don't forget, Black Virginia was the first one to bring up that Harris County. Black Virginia was the first one. He put it on my stream, man. He put it on my boy Honcho stream. Shout out to my boy Honcho on Soft Sports. Hey, yeah, he put up both of us. So don't forget that Black Virginia is over 9,000. Put it at Harris County. But when Harris County, I see the Houston Texans tweeted out. But when Christian Harris scored, they got that second pick six. It was completely over. It was definitely completely a wrap. Completely a wrap. Hey man, hey! Shout out to Raul for the super chat love. Texans are most likely to play the Ravens next week. Y'all got beat 25-9. What will be the difference this time? You a Colts fan, by the way. and you sick that we got a quarterback. Hey man, shout out to Raul for the super chat love, man. Definitely appreciate that. We will play the Ravens if both the Chiefs and Pittsburgh lose. If any of the lower seed, if any of the lower seed wins, again, like whoever's the lowest seed plays Baltimore. Baltimore plays whoever the lowest seed is because Baltimore's number one seed. So Baltimore. So again, as of right now, Texas is the four seed. Uh, if Kansas City beats Miami and Buffalo loses to Pittsburgh, the Texans go to Kansas City. If Miami beats Kansas City and Buffalo beats Pittsburgh, the Texans go to Buffalo. If Pittsburgh and Kansas City both win, the Texans go to Baltimore, which is obviously the most likely scenario. The least likely scenario is that both Miami and Pittsburgh win because Miami and Pittsburgh win, the Texans host Miami. So the most likely scenario is at Baltimore. The second most likely scenario, honestly, to be honest and for real, is going to Kansas City. I think it's more likely for Pittsburgh to beat, even though I picked Kansas City to lose, it is probably more. I mean, it is more likely for Pittsburgh to beat them and Kansas City to win. Again, I know the most likely scenario is us going to Baltimore, and the least likely scenario is us hosting Miami, and then probably I guess going to Kansas City or going to Kansas City or going to Buffalo is 50-50. I see somebody say that you want Kansas City. I understand people want their revenge, man. Forget revenge and all that other stuff. Kansas City is -9 degrees, and they say with the wind chill, it feels like it's -31. And then it's supposed to be an Arctic freeze next week. I don't want to go to Kansas City. I'm not playing in the cold. I don't want my players. I don't want nobody on the Texans playing in that cold. Again, Nico Collins has been balling. Everybody else are not consistent enough. Not trying to go Kansas City. Not trying to go Buffalo. Y'all see Buffalo had to postpone their game to Monday. At the least. I mean, like that's the earliest they can play is Monday. We might not get Buffalo game to Tuesday. We might not get Buffalo game to Wednesday. Then I wonder what they would do then, but because then that means whoever that team opponent will have to wait. I say Buffalo don't like I say a Buffalo game gets pushed back to like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm pretty sure they'll probably force them. They'll probably force them to play on Tuesday. Like if they can't play by Monday, they gotta go to some type of like dome or something. They have to go to some type of dome somewhere. They might have to go to Pittsburgh. They might like say, hey, we might have to play in Pittsburgh. It might get pushed to be a Pittsburgh home game. Honestly, if they can't find somewhere to do it, I don't know how that. I really don't know how that can or will work, but. And that would be weird. They did have to play a game. They had to play the game at Pittsburgh. That'd be like a complete disadvantage. But hey, you the one who want to play outdoors. Like hey, I rather if I was y'all, I get a stadium. I mean, like a dome. I feel like domes are the best way to go anyway. And if you want that type of cold air experience, stuff like that, everybody should have, I think, possibly like a retractable roof. And if you just want them, you know what I'm saying, those cold nights, like you just want those cold nights and you want the snow and you want those type of things, like, hey, we retract the roof, we open the roof, we close the roof, whatever, and we let some snow in type situation. We let some of the cold air and the cold breeze, and we let like that stuff, you know what I'm saying, breeze through and brose through, if that's the type of situation. But hey, if me personally, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the have a dome and have a retractable roof. That way, way my games don't get shut down and pushed back because you really they'll be putting themselves in disadvantage because both Baltimore, Kansas City, and the Texans play today. Whoever wins tonight out Miami and the Dolphins, they play today. And then Baltimore has a week off, so you will be putting yourself in a situation where You'll be putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna go against a team that has a lot of rest while you just played on a short week. Like you really gonna put yourself in a short week situation, like an extremely short week situation. If they gotta play Tuesday, anything like that, bad enough they might have to play on Monday. So they definitely put themselves in a real short week situation. So against a team that's gonna have like a lot more rest than them. Uh, but yeah, this game was live, man. This game was live from start to finish. This game was live from start to finish. I mean, the Texans really did like I was calling for somebody to show up and show out. That's what I want. I was like, man, what y'all gonna do? That mean y'all gonna show up? Y'all gonna show out? Y'all gonna go home? Y'all gonna leave something in the tank and go back to the crib, go back to the house? Hey, they showed up. They completely showed out. 45-14. The most points we've ever scored in a playoff game. The biggest playoff spread that we had. I'm thinking that's the biggest playoff spread, period. Because before that, the biggest playoff spread no, it's not. Because the biggest playoff spread that we were in that we won was us beating the Bengals on NBC 31-21. 31-10. And again, NBC, you see what JJ said, hey, pick six in the playoff game, that's what Houston do. Because that's what he did. He had pick six in the playoff game. And you got your DB get a pick six. And man, and Steven Nelson caught the interception like a punt too. Like now, Steven Nelson caught that interception like a punt. And like, as soon as he caught it, I'm like, oh, that's to the crib. That's to the crib. like that. That's to the crib. Like Steven Nelson, like, hey, that's to the crib. That's to the crib right there. And like Christian Harris, Christian Harris was out there balling, man. Hey, Christian Harris, another Bama kid, is out there balling. Hey, like I said, CJ did not back down, man. And CJ said, hey, they can doubt all they want to, huh? Every time he says that, like I don't know why. Every time y'all put doubt on this boy, every time y'all do that, he's like, hey, hold my bill, watch this. Like, hold my bill, watch this. I'm gonna show you what you doubt. Like I'm gonna be 100 with you, and I'm gonna show you what you doubt. Like this, that's what you want to doubt. That's what you want to do. I'm gonna show you what you doubting. I'm gonna show you what you gonna do. I'm gonna show you what you doubt. This is what you doubt. I'm gonna show you what you doubt. And the boy came out there and just had a phenomenal phenomenal performance, man. Hey, this man, man, and again, I'm just looking at the score and just like 45 points. They really put up 45 points. They really scored 45 points in a playoff game. Hey man, this kid straight out the real deal. This boy the real deal. The best QB performance in a playoff game ever by the Texans. Like just a masterpiece of a performance. Just a masterpiece of a performance. Just elite. Put themselves and they showed the graphic, with him and Tom Brady and what's his name, Joe Montana, the only two quarterbacks, those only three quarterbacks to lead the league in yards per games. Only two quarterbacks to lead the league in yards per game and lead the league in touchdown interception ratio. Montana won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady went undefeated and went to the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl. This is CJ's rookie year. I think both of them won the MVP, if I'm not mistaken, that year. That right there showed you exactly, and he put himself in there. Hey man, shout out that boy Chris, man. What's up, Kinfolk? Big play Nico. Yes, big play Nico. Nico, number one receiver. Give him his flowers. Hey, again, hey. My apologies, Nico Collins. Hey, I have been the one doubting. I have said you too big to be playing that soft. And I remember just a couple weeks ago, man, y'all getting hyped up for 4 games. It's more than 4 games now. It's back-to-back performance. He was able to do it on the road in a crucial moment, crucial game. 191 or 195. 195 and a touchdown. Should have been 200 and two touchdowns if he didn't get that horse collar tackle, because he would have walked into the end zone. And then today, another one. Another game you had well over 100 some yards. You had over 100 yards if you had over 100 yards if the defense wouldn't have just if the Browns wouldn't just completely like threw up on themselves, because you had 96 yards in the first half off of 4 catches, and then you only got 2 more catches and got 10 yards in the second half. It's not like it was your fault. Well, it wasn't like you did anything wrong. You had 2 more targets, 2 catches for 10 yards, because the the defense did their job and made the Browns completely throw up on themselves. And that's what it was. Or else you would have had over 100 yards. And again, you damn sure would have had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns if CJ doesn't overthrow you. So yeah, hey, Nico is definitely put himself in legit conversation to be a legitimate #1 receiver. And if y'all consider Nico Collins a #1 receiver, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now on stream, letting everybody know. If you argue and say, if you say that Nico Collins is the #1 receiver, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not. I do still think that when Tank gets back, the Tank still will be the primary target. But and I do think they do need to add a receiver. But maybe receiver's not a priority anymore. As far as like drafting somebody. I mean, I ain't gonna say priority. You don't have to jump up high to get nobody. You don't gotta jump up to go get Keon Coleman or Rome, what you call it, from Washington. You can go with getting Buka from Ohio State in the second round, or possibly Xavier Worthing from Texas, or A.D. Mitchell from Texas. You could possibly get one of those 3 guys in the early second, late first. I could definitely see what you call it, trade back and acquiring more draft picks in the draft. Who wants to talk about drafts when we not only in the playoffs, we moving on to divisional round. And that's another thing too. Y'all do know that we just guaranteed the Cleveland Brown pick to be lower than ours, right? So we did do the right thing by giving Arizona our pick, because now our draft pick with Cleveland is cemented. Our draft pick with Cleveland is cemented. Arizona pick that we gave them is still getting further and further back. Y'all didn't think about that, did y'all? Y'all didn't even think about that. Y'all didn't think. Y'all didn't think. Y'all didn't think. Come on, talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Hey, y'all wasn't ready for that. Talk to me now. Come on now, talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Come and talk to me. Hey, hey, man, I'm so crunk and live, man, dog. Hey, it is going down in the city, man. It's going down, man. Y'all see how crunk this is? Y'all see how live it is? We about to enter a winter storm, and nobody even cares, because the Houston Texans is winning football games. Like, the Houston Texans are constantly winning. So Monster Jam, hey, y'all might as well go ahead and renegotiate. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Go to the Astrodome. Go to Toyota Center. Go to Minute Park. Go to Rice Stadium. Go to U of H Stadium. Go where the Dynamo play in. I don't know. Go somewhere. I have no idea where y'all can go. I don't know. I'm not the mayor of Houston, so I don't know. I don't know where y'all could and can go. I don't know. But NRG more than likely is going to need the stadium. We root for NRG to need the stadium for the rest of the month. We want to be preoccupied with AFC divisional round games and AFC championship games, and then end up going to Vegas to the Super Bowl. Well, that's when the time could be free. The time of the stadium could be free in February. That's when the stadium could possibly be free. Eagle, hey man, hey Eagle. I'm glad you're here. I know you know Sauce, my boy. I like Sauce, but hey man, That boy Stingley is playing the playoff game. Stingley, also defensive player of the month. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about Derek Stingley being defensive player of the month now. Come on now. Let's talk about the Stingley being defensive player of the month. Let's talk about Stingley playing the playoff game and them not even targeting the Stingley. They were scared to throw number 24. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why I said, hey man, you gotta put Derek Stingley on Amari Cooper because either what that's gonna do is you're gonna give Amari Cooper a chance to make a play. You're gonna give Derek Stingley a chance to make a play on the ball, or you're not gonna throw towards Amari Cooper. And you see that they barely threw you see that they barely threw towards Amari Cooper. The only time they threw to Amari Cooper is when Derek Stingley wasn't on Amari Cooper. That's the only time that he got targeted. Is when Derek Stingley was off, when they had finally switched him off or whatever the case may be. He wasn't on them, but for the most part, they had Derek Stingley following Amari Cooper more so than they had him following anybody all season. Because the main objective of today's game for defensively from the D'Amico Ryan standpoint was to make sure Amari Cooper didn't do anything. And I know because again, Njoku started off hot with the one catch for 45 yards. Then after that became non-existent. The tight ends was able to move some a little bit, but again, the defense stiffened up exactly when they had to and need to. Again, shut them out and shut them down in the second half. They got 0 points in the second half and gave up 2 interceptions that went back for touchdowns. Now, especially that first one, that was done because of the pressure, because Flacco just flung it up there. Flacco just flung it up there, like because the pressure was coming, he just flung it up there. Like that Steven Nelson caught it like a punt. The second one was just, again, the pressure was flying, and he just made another bad ill-advised throw. Because the pressure, again, that's something else that people was forgetting about. Like Willie Anderson and Jonathan Gennard did not play in the last game either. I don't think Blake Cashman didn't even play either. Like, it was a lot of guys who didn't play in that game, not just C.J. Stroud. But, again, C.J. Stroud's the headline. That was the most important one who didn't play, obviously. I give you that. But it was other guys that didn't play in that game either. And that was also part of the reason why the Texans lost that game. It wasn't one reason why Texans lost that game. And again, like Wise said, shout out to my boy Wise, it's hard to beat a team multiple times. It's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in the season. And the Browns came in, and it wasn't even our team that they beat. They beat another team. They beat a lesser version of us. And we came in, and you see what we did. That's virtually the same team that came into NRG last time. But they went, it was 36-22. 36-22. And we won 45-14. We was the different team. Like, they was pretty much the same team. We were the ones who had to go back and get our quarterback and get our 2 best pass rushers and get one of our better linebackers. Kind of a big difference, wasn't it? Kind of a big difference. Like I said, this could be a game. This could be a season of revenge. Let's go into Kansas City, possibly. Let's go into Baltimore, another one again. D'Amico Ryan's last game as a Houston Texan as a player was in a playoff game at Baltimore. His first game as a Houston Texan head coach, season opener at Baltimore. Could he be going back to Baltimore? Could he be going back to Baltimore to play? Could he be going back to Baltimore to play? Could he be going back to Baltimore to play the Ravens? I don't know. Again, I hope not. I don't want to go to Baltimore. I prefer to go to Houston. I prefer to stay in Houston. No, that's my preference. I would much rather stay here in Houston. I guess honestly, I'd rather go to Baltimore than go to I'd rather go to Baltimore than to go to Kansas City or Buffalo. Honestly, actually, no, not really, because if you go Baltimore, you're now the lowest seed, which means you're guaranteed to not play a game at home. I would like because the opportunity a couple years ago that we had a chance to play at home if we would have beat the Chiefs. If we would beat the Chiefs, we had AFC Championship game at home. I would love to get a conference championship game at home. I mean, even if we don't get the next round at home, if we get a conference championship game at home, I would love to get a conference championship game at home. More so than the original round. So. As long as we don't go Baltimore, if we don't go Baltimore, that means we have a chance and a chance opportunity in the divisional round to go in the championship round to go to host the game. If Buffalo wins, they come to us, right? Nah. Again, the way it works is the Ravens, who are the number one seed, they play the lowest seed. So right now, the Texans are the 4 seed. Uh, the 2 seeds that's lower than us is Miami at the 6 seed, Pittsburgh at the 7 seed. So if one of those two teams win, they automatically they're gonna play ball Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh automatically plays Baltimore. If Miami wins, Miami needs for Miami to play Baltimore. Buffalo has to win. It has to be Pittsburgh. But say if Miami wins and Baltimore and Buffalo wins, Miami goes to to Baltimore, and we go to Buffalo. If Kansas City wins and Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh goes to Baltimore, we go to Kansas City. If Kansas City and Buffalo both win, we go to Baltimore. Like I said, we can face we can face either Miami, Kansas. We can face either Miami, Kansas City, Buffalo, or Baltimore. The only team that we are guaranteed not to play is Pittsburgh. Only way that we'll face Pittsburgh is in the AFC Championship game because they are the lowest seed and they will always play the high seed. So the only way that we'll play Pittsburgh is the AFC Championship game. Miami, we could play Miami at Miami. And then again, Miami and Pittsburgh are only two teams that you're gonna host. And unless you're playing Miami, unless you're playing Pittsburgh, you're not gonna play in Houston. You're gonna play in either Kansas City, Baltimore, or Buffalo. But again, Miami, you can host Miami next week, or if Miami wins and Miami goes off to play Baltimore, and you play, you play Buffalo in the instance, you could host Miami in the AFC Championship game. You could host Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship game. You have to go to Kansas City in division round, championship round, Buffalo in division round, championship round, and Baltimore in division round, championship round. That's how they go. So Baltimore, Kansas City, and Buffalo, you have to go. If you play them in the playoffs, you have to go there. But Miami and Pittsburgh, if you play them, you play them at home. And the only way you play in Pittsburgh is in the AFC Championship game. So if we see Pittsburgh again, that means that we're playing in the AFC Championship game in Houston. If we see Pittsburgh again, now Miami, we can see Miami next week and Houston. I'm good with that too. I'm good if we see Miami. I'm good if we see Miami. I'm good if we see Miami and Houston. I just want another home playoff game. I do. I just want another home playoff game. Some of the cities never had more than one playoff game in the playoffs. So I would want another playoff game. That's what I want. I want another playoff game at home, because we guaranteed with another playoff game. Period. And I'm glad, like CJ said, man, we too special. Man, this team is too special to go home. Like, this team is too special of a team to be going home. It is. This team is too special of a team to be going home. Like, this team is a very special team. The team is too special to be going home. I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to go home no time soon. Honestly, again, I don't know. It's not guaranteed who they play yet. No, it's not guaranteed who they play yet. But I'm not. It's not guaranteed who they play. But even still, it's not guaranteed who they play. I think the Texans still have a good chance of winning. I don't even know who they're playing. I still, because like I said before, if the Texans are playing on their game, they could be any team in the AFC. I know weather conditions at Buffalo, at Kansas City could possibly be factors, but I feel very good when I don't even know who the opponent is, and we won't know who the opponent is. We won't know who the opponent is until after the Buffalo game. We can have an idea. Like, for instance, if Miami wins tonight, we know we're not going to Baltimore. If Miami wins tonight, we guarantee know we're not going to Baltimore. We know either we hosted Miami or we going to Buffalo. If Miami wins tonight, if Kansas City wins, then it's still we could we could be going to if Kansas City wins tonight, we know we go. If Kansas City wins tonight, we know we going on the road, and we know we either going to Kansas City, we either going to Kansas City, Buffalo, or Baltimore. I mean, no, we'll be going to Buffalo. We will. No, we won't be going to Buffalo. If Kansas City win tonight, we know we're going to we know we're going to Kansas City. Yeah, we know we're going to either Kansas City or we're going to Baltimore. So again, after tonight, we all know where we're not going. Like we'll know. Right as of right now, we could be going a lot of different places, but after tonight, we'll know we're not going. We know we guarantee not to be going to Baltimore, or we guarantee not to be going to Buffalo. So we'll know tonight, but we won't know exactly who we facing until we won't know exactly who we facing until Buffalo plays Pittsburgh. I mean, that's why like the game being completely postponed. Postponed to Monday, because that was gonna be the early game. We would know tomorrow by 2:00. 2:00 tomorrow, we would know where we were going. Like, it would have been clinched. We would still know exactly where we were going tomorrow. If that game wasn't postponed because of the weather. So that's kind of the kind of messed up part about it. Like, dang, I would love to know exactly where we're going. So we still got a little bit to know exactly where we're going. But hey, man, we all hyped up. We crunk. We live. It's going down. Like it's going down. It's going all the way down. I can't wait. Everybody will be talking about it now. It's about to be a whole bunch of love. All the like let a naysayer know. let the naysayers know, because it's gonna be a lot of people out there showing love. It's gonna be a lot of people out there showing love because of what CJ Stroud did, what the defense did. Like, you got Pittsburgh, and so I want to know: are they gonna completely say that Joe Flacco threw up on himself? Or are they gonna completely say, oh, we went got an old guy off the couch again? All this playoff football that Joe Flacco's been a part of. And remember, the NFL is rigged. Remember, the Houston Texans. If the Houston Texans lose, Joe Flacco is going to go to Baltimore. Joe Flacco's going to go where? He's going to go to the Baltimore Ravens to face the team where he once played at and won a Super Bowl. The NFL is rigged. I told you guys. The NFL is rigged. Like, the NFL is completely rigged. I told you. The script is in. Oh, okay. The script is in. Script is in. Huh? What'd you say? Hello? The script is in, huh? Like the script is in, right? Right. Like the script is in. Cleveland going back to Baltimore. Joe Flacco going home, right? No. I'm sorry. We had to do a rewrite. I guess they didn't tell y'all. We had to do our emergency rewrite. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The writers went on strike, so we had to get some new writers. We had to do a rewrite, a redo, and we had to rewrite the script. We had to rewrite it now. We had to rewrite it because CJ Stroud's in here, and now y'all got another week. Cause again, they minimized this some. Because I really thought, especially being the first playoff game and a rookie win, I thought they would talk about it a little bit more. They had to minimize it some. They ain't got nothing to say now because you won a playoff game 45-14. You got to talk about this. Number one defense. You got to talk about this. Now, I know I'm pretty sure if Kansas City lose, that's going to be the leading story. I understand that. But y'all got to talk about this. Y'all got to talk about the Houston Texans beating the Cleveland Browns 45-14. Y'all know y'all saying, like I said, Roger Goodell was in the building. So you like I've been saying, hey, the Houston Texans is gonna get multiple primetime games next year. Houston's gonna get multiple primetime games because we gotta put these boys on. You see what CJ been doing? You see what CJ do when he play on primetime? You see what this kid Nico Collins? I don't even know who this is. Who is this? What's up, Nico? And again, Nico's in a prime position. Nico on Saturday night last week almost 200 yards in a touchdown. Then rocking the Michigan Lemons jacket. Then Michigan coming to his stadium where he played NFL ball at and win a national championship. And then he comes in that same exact stadium just 5 days later in a playoff game, have 96 yards and a touchdown. Michigan tweeting about him, showing him love. Nico Collins is on his way to become a superstar type of player because his name is notoriety because you do on back-to-back big stages, back-to-back primetime games where everybody watching again. Everybody in the world was watching Saturday night. The playoff, basically was a playoff game against the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody watching. Michigan wins the national championship. Michigan's tweeting, talking about you because they playing and win the national championship in your stadium. Then again, in a playoff game, once again, the whole world is watching. You come out there and ball again. Nico's making the name of himself. Nico's definitely making the name of himself. That's why I'm glad we on NBC instead of ESPN like we was during the Bill O'Brien era. Because the two playoff games with Gary Kubiak against the Bengals, both of them was on NBC. Then the one against the Chiefs, the one against the Raiders, the one against the Colts, and the one against the Bills. All those 4 games was on ESPN. And we were 2-2 in those games. You beat Oakland and you beat Buffalo, but you lose to Kansas City, and you also lose to the Indianapolis Colts, who was in your division. You were down 21-0 in that game. Just a bad game. And again, a game when a quarterback did not really show up, man. And then also, if you want to be honest, even though he played well down the stretch of that playoff game against the Bills, he actually didn't really show up a lot in that game either. But that's a conversation for another day. But I say all that to say, like, this kid here, CJ and Nico, come out here in these type of situations and ball out and show out. And then you look at the opponents that we have in next year's, you got Kansas City, you got Buffalo, you got Dallas, you got Detroit. You got a lot this is going to be some primetime games. It's definitely going to be some I think the Cowboys game, because at Dallas, I feel like that game is going to be a Thanksgiving game. One to definitely be a Thanksgiving game because I got a couple of Dallas Cowboy family members, and Chris, Kinfolk, I know you know because your brother is one of the biggest Dallas Cowboy fans that I know and that you know because that's your brother, so I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I really want the Texans to play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, but I digress. But yeah, I mean you got that, you got yeah, you got Buffalo. I think Buffalo game at home. I think we go to Kansas City. You host Buffalo. You at Kansas City. So I feel like those games will be primetime games. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I feel like those games be primetime games. I feel like they'll probably put one of those Colt games as a primetime game too because of the atmosphere and also AR-15 as well, or AR as well. Put him up in that game as well. So I feel like those games will be some primetime games, and they like cockroaches to come out of nowhere. Yeah, I know they definitely do. But yeah, I think that Roger Goodell being in that atmosphere and seeing what that atmosphere is like, seeing that 70,000 rocking. Seeing the way that these kids perform, seeing what CJ doing as a rookie, 200 yards, over 200 yards, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, I'm sorry. Nico Collins going at that ball. And they don't even have Tank Dell. The defense, 2 pick sixes. Putting up 45-14, smothering, shutting out the Cleveland Browns. Putting up 45 points on put up 31 points on number 1 defense. Because 2 of them were by 14 points by defense. So put up 31 points on number 1 defense. But still was able to put points on the board, able to beat them the way you beat them, the way the stadium was rocking. Hey, we gotta put this. Hey, this kid CJ is a star. This boy Nico is a star, and when Tank come back, he gonna be a star. Hey, Willie Anderson, Christian Harris, Derek Stingley. Hey, these some stars. We need to put these guys on TV A lot more. NFL. Yeah, schedule makers. Yeah, Houston Texans. Make sure we put them on some games. We gotta put these guys. This is gonna be a draw. This is gonna be a draw. So get ready, everybody in Houston. Everybody in Houston. Oh, and we got new jerseys coming too. Everybody in Houston, get ready. Everybody in the city, get ready. Get ready. Everybody in the city, get ready. Get everybody in the city, get ready, because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Get ready, man. Like, cause the train is coming. Now you about to get a whole bunch of CJ Stroud fans. Like, remember what when JJ came out, you start seeing maybe like number 99 jerseys on just on random. Are you watching the game and you just randomly see a number 99 jersey? Like, huh? Somebody wearing a JJ White jersey. You gonna start seeing that. I know y'all see inside NRG Stadium all the time. Like, you just be see random. I know when I was at the game, I seen somebody in a Lamar Jackson jersey, and I seen somebody in a Lamar Jackson jersey, and I seen somebody with a Dolphins jersey, and I seen somebody like with a Steelers jersey, like a Ben Roethlisberger jersey. Like, you see, I see, like, just see somebody with a random jersey. Again, don't know if they fans of those teams or they just fans of those players, and but they Texan fans. You're gonna start seeing people randomly in CJ Stroud jerseys. People are gonna be randomly wearing Stingley jerseys. People randomly are gonna be wearing Willie Anderson jerseys. People randomly are gonna be wearing these guys' jerseys. That's what's gonna happen. So get ready. You're gonna see a lot of Texan fans, a lot of Texan representatives on the networks. I mean, we already got JJ. Ron Clark been out there hooping and hollering for the Texans. You're gonna see. And again, Chris Sims and whoever the other guy was, they picked a blowout, but they picked Cleveland to blow us out. They picked, Chris Sims had Cleveland 28-13. I seen one that was like 31-14. Like, they was really thinking the Texans was gonna wet the bed, and we showed them what was up. We showed them what was up. Like I said, we showed up and showed out. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready. No, they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready for that. They definitely weren't ready for that. Hey, man, appreciate everybody that came through, man. Definitely appreciate all the love. Everybody hit the like button. Make sure, if you ain't hit the like button already, man, make sure you hit that like button. If you hit the like button already, make sure you hit the like button. Appreciate everybody hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. If you hit the super chat love, definitely appreciate that. Hey, if you ain't hit the super chat love, and we $6 away from 110, so hey, if you want to hit up to 110, because right now it's at 104, we want to hit to 110, hit super chat love. But if you don't, it's cool, ain't you? But everybody came through, man. Appreciate everybody that came through. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Houston Texans won 45-14. Defeat the Cleveland Browns and CJ Stroud, Willie Anderson, Darius Stingley, D'Amico Ryans, and majority of the team's first ever playoff appearance. CJ Stroud, rookie year. Willie Anderson's rookie year. D'Amico Ryans, rookie as a head coach. Won the division and won the playoff game at home. And defeated the Cleveland Browns 45-14, glorious fashion. Like I say, if the Texans' potential opponents could be at Kansas City, at Buffalo, at Baltimore, home against Miami. Most likely is at Baltimore. Least likely, home against Miami. The way it works, if Miami and Buffalo both win, if Miami and Pittsburgh both win, Baltimore plays the lowest seed, so Baltimore play Pittsburgh because they're the 7th seed, they're the lowest seed. The Texans will host the Miami Dolphins. If Miami loses to Kansas City and Pittsburgh loses to Buffalo and Buffalo wins, Houston Texans will be the lowest seed. They'll be the 4th seed. They will go to Baltimore. If Kansas City loses to Miami, Miami wins, and Buffalo wins, the Houston Texans will go to Buffalo because Miami will have to go to Baltimore because they're the lowest seed. And if Pittsburgh wins and Kansas City wins, Pittsburgh again the lowest seed, they will go to Baltimore. The Houston Texans will have to go to Kansas City. So the only way Houston gets a home game is if both Miami and Pittsburgh lose. Both Miami and Pittsburgh win. That's the only way Houston Texans get another home game. if both Buffalo and Kansas City both win, Houston Texans are guaranteed no more home games, and that was the last game of NRG. So that could have been the last game of NRG, and the Houston Texans could possibly get two more, or at the very least get one more. But but we'll know if Kansas City and Buffalo win is guaranteed. That was the last game of NRG, and that would be the last time that we would see their blue jerseys this season. Well, the season blue jerseys because the Texans will be putting up the jerseys, and the Texans are getting new jerseys. I keep on got to mention that. So could potentially be the last time we see those deep steel blue jerseys, at least for 5 years. I probably think it'll probably be a little bit more than that because I think uh, once we get the new jerseys, we're not eligible to wear them for 5 years. I don't think they'll even bring them out in 5 years. So I think it'll be a hot minute before we see them jerseys again if the Texans don't get another home game. Hopefully, the Texans get another home game because again, hey, CJ is now 6-0 in those blue jerseys. Keep on telling people that he's 6-0 in those blue jerseys. 6-0. Keep telling people that 6-0 in those blue jerseys. Don't disrespect the Browns. They had the #1 ranked defense. Yeah. They gave up 31 points on the road and gave up 3 touchdowns and almost 300 yards to the quarterback. And quarterback almost had was like 1 point away from a perfect quarterback rating, 76% complete percentage. And quarterback didn't have to play in the fourth quarter because that was the #1 defense. Because even if you take away even if you take away even if you take away the pick sixes, even if you take away both of them, Texas still win 31-14. Texas still blow them out. Even if you take away the 2 pick sixes, Texas offensively still beat them and blew them out. So it is what it is. Hey man, like, subscribe. If you haven't comment below, if you haven't clicked that bell, get more videos. Hey man, appreciate everybody come through here. We still no race to get to 6,000 subscribers. You know what that means? I need you to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell another friend, tell some more friends, and then tell some more friends, and then tell some more friends, and tell some more friends, and put more game on the stream, and let them know, put more game on the channel so the channel can continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Really, really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Still on the race to get 6,000 subscribers. Y'all doing a tremendous job. I love and appreciate everything that y'all do. Y'all doing a great, marvelous, miraculous job because the channel is growing. I see a lot of growth within the last couple of weeks. So I appreciate everything, all the hard work. I'm giving all y'all the credit. I'm putting all the hard work that y'all doing. Like I said, if y'all word of mouth telling everybody, if y'all keep telling people, man, I appreciate their love. And y'all doing y'all part by watching the stream, liking the stream, viewing the stream, commenting. The more you like, the more you comment, the more it feeds the algorithm and more it lets more people know. Anytime I go live, anytime I post a video, it pops up on their mentions, even if they never even search for my channel, because it's getting a lot of interactions, it's getting a lot of likes and a lot of views and a lot of comments, a lot of interaction to the channel. YouTube sees that, the algorithm sees that, and it puts it more out there in the ether. It puts it more out there, and then people run across the channel and be the first time they see it. So I appreciate all the hard work that y'all doing. I couldn't do none of this without y'all, man. I couldn't do none of this without y'all. So I definitely appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all keep doing it. Y'all keep coming. Y'all keep coming to showing out. I'm gonna keep giving y'all the content. People tell me all the time, comment, tell me all the time, mess me all the time, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep putting in work. Hey, y'all keep on. I'm gonna continuously give y'all content, bro. I'm gonna keep on giving y'all content. If it's live streams, if it's pre-recorded videos, whatever. I'm gonna constantly give y'all content. What's good, Swisher? What's there, cuz? Hey, I'm constantly, continuously give y'all content. So hey, I'm continuously feed y'all and give y'all content. The more y'all hit me up, the more I'm gonna constantly give y'all content. So man, so appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Everything I appreciate everything y'all do, all the hard work, and continue to like, share, and subscribe, man. Continue to just like, share, and subscribe, and get this channel growing and growing and growing. Really, really appreciate that. Like I said, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody, hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button already, make sure you hit it right now. Appreciate everybody that hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate all that. Hey, and hey, shout out to them Houston Texans. Shout out to CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, Brevin Jordan, Dalton Schultz, Steven Nelson, Willie Anderson, Christian Harris, Darius Stingley, Devin Singletary, D'Amico Ryans, Brian Cushing, Cal McNair, Hannah McNair, Nick Casario, man, shout out to everybody, man. It's been a long, hard 3 years, bro. Like since we felt this type of feeling. And again, I was afraid that when they pull up that graphic, that the Texans ain't won the playoff games 2019. But that's a race. We won a 2023, baby. And we gonna win some more. We gonna win some more. Hey, they not ready. The NFL, the league is not ready, bro. They not ready for us. They really not. They really not ready. And we about to show them how not ready they really is. Cause they don't know it. They don't know. They don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't. But they about to learn today. They about to find out today. They gonna learn and find today. I say, man, appreciate all love and all support, man. Everybody keep on. I'm not doing that. I see that. I'm no. I see that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. No, he not getting the shout out. No. He ain't about to hang on to this one. He ain't about to hang on to this one, man. Back. Hit that like button. If you hit the like button already, appreciate all the love and all support.